What's up guys, it's Missy. I'm back with another SimCity build-up video. Today we're going to be doing a video on the new pink plumbob points. For those of you guys who are kind of wondering if it's a good thing, if it's a bad thing, well, kind of a little bit of both. So for high-level players, it's not really a benefit. For low-level players, it is. Okay, so for high-level players, you guys were able to basically get 20 pink plumbob points from every upgrade, and then 20 from each assignment that wasn't an upgrade. And by the time you were done with one round of Mega, you pretty much had finished the pass, right? Depending on how many upgrades you got in your week. Now, for low-level players, that wasn't the case. You guys can't do upgrades, so you guys would always end up with the part of the pass that you were missing because, you know, like 300 and something points you were missing because you guys can't do upgrades. The only way you used to be able to earn pink plumbob points was through in-game purchases, upgrades, and tasks. Now, there is two other ways that you can earn them, and there's a couple of tips that I have for you guys for what you can do to kind of make it a little bit easier. So basically, the first thing is going to be your cargo shipping. Now, you have two types of cargo now. You've got your cargo ship for your regular, you know, and you get your key in return, and then if you click the arrow, you have the farm one or whatever. So this one gives you guys pink plumbob points when you cast it off. It does work towards your assignment. Now, the reason that that's beneficial is because if you are somebody who is very limited on cash, this cargo comes back in 2 hours where the other one takes a lot longer, okay? So they do both cost 10 cash if you want to run them back in. That being said, if you're going to pay the cash, you can do whatever one you want to do. But if you're waiting on a time, then you can just wait for the 2 hour one. So let's say that you have two cargo ships here. You've got this one and this one. You've done 2 out of 3, then you wait 2 hours, you can save 30 cash and just take that 2 hour downtime. You see what I'm saying? So that's a benefit to saving some cash. Now, the next thing is going to be the pink points here. Hold on, I want to make sure I'm not losing my icon. I tried to get you guys some better video content with a different screen recorder, and well, you know, didn't work out because literally every other one does the same thing this one does, but worse. So I'm just going to have to deal with this one, and I'll just double check all my videos that they have sound and everything's all good before I post them. Okay, so the pink plumbob points. These do not require you to produce the item and then do this, right? So basically, you can purchase these items. Now, this is just a theory of mine, not factual at all. Okay. I think that they've done something to restrict the amount of items, the farm items that we see on the global market. And I'm not just sounding crazy, I'm serious. Because when you think about it, this update was part of the update that came with the season pass. Okay. So this was already in play. They already knew that we were going to be getting this. This wasn't like a last minute thing. It was already included in the update patch. Now, that being said, if they knew that these items were going to be really readily available, like the global market flooded with farm items, these would be way too easy to fill. These requests would be way too easy to fill, and then people wouldn't really have to do much of anything for the pass, the side pass, and they'd be able to get it done rather quickly. So somehow they knew that we weren't going to see very many of these items on the global market. Now, you can think, okay, well, maybe it's because they're non-profitable. But how many people here make non-profitable items all the time? Like, let's say, burgers. Those are non-profitable. And let's also take into consideration that the amount of the highest algorithm shop assignment that there is these ones. These shop assignments come back at such a high rate I mean, it's not like super, super, super high. It's not like the monster where they're always in your list, but once they are in your list, they're pretty much, I mean, a repeat task. They come back several times in one round of the contest. And if that's happening to you and every other person that plays SimCity, and you really had no reason to hold these items before this, we haven't seen very many on the global market. For how many are being made, there's not anywhere near the amount being sold. I mean, how many of you guys still see Easter stuff from the Easter shop, or Christmas stuff from the Christmas shop, or even sports stuff? Look how long we saw sports stuff. You're telling me that I should be seeing Easter stuff more than I should be seeing the farm stuff right now? That's pretty bad. That's pretty damn bad. I'm telling y'all. They did something. They blocked the amount that we see these items, or something's going on. Because we should see a lot more of these items, regardless of the fact that they're not profitable. Now, that being said, that's just my theory, that they've done something to restrict the amount that we see, which wouldn't be surprising to me at all. Yeah, so for high-level players, it's not super great, you know, because now we have to make a little bit of extra work for us to complete what we would have had already done. You know, we would have, with our upgrades and our tasks, we would have had it done and completed. So now we have extra work. But for the low-level players who had to do in-game purchases, yeah, you guys have it a little bit easier. Now, as far as in-game purchases go, what's the best plumbob point purchase that you should make? Now, there's a couple of them. Okay, so first off, I was able to get some plumbob points because I had I had reached a part of the pass, and I haven't purchased the pass yet, but I had reached a part of the pass where I got the 60% off. The 60% off goes towards the $4.99. So I saved that. So for $1.99, I got 200 pink plumbob points and 250 cash. So that was nice. Now I'm waiting before I buy the premium pass so that I advance 5 tiers that are harder to advance. In other words, right now my pass is at, I think, 9,000. Yeah, it's at 9,000 per tier. So I'm waiting until I get a little bit further in the pass, and then I'll go ahead and do the premium purchase. That'll give me pink plumbob points. But not only that, it will advance me 5 tiers. 5 tiers that are a lot more expensive to complete rather than just advancing the first 5 tiers. Okay? Then you have your VU pass. So for $2.99, you get, I believe, 100 pink plumbob points for that, if you're somebody who buys the VU pass. So then you also want to consider, well, if you look at the $10 bundle, you get 250 pink plumbob and 550 cash. Whereas if you spend the same $10, but you buy two $4.99 bundles, you get 500 cash, so only 50 less cash, and you get 400 pink plumbob points rather than 250. So you actually get a lot more if you buy it, the $4.99 bundle, twice. Okay? Same thing goes for some of these other ones. Like, imagine if you bought the $4.99 bundle 4 times instead of buying the $20 Sims Cash. Yeah, you're going to get a lot more in general. So, like, even here, $20 they give you 650 cash right now and then 50 a day. I mean, that's not a bad deal for the daily cash, but for the plumbob points, it's a joke. Okay, so that's it, you guys. That's all I had to tell you. Everything else is pretty much a ripoff. There's been so many in-game purchases. It's ridiculous. Like, it's gotten out of hand now. It's gotten to the point where you can't even open your game without being flooded with notifications. And it's not like they're for, like, content. They're not even for content. It's usually for, like, you know, cards, keys, which at this point, I mean, unless they start bringing out some cool buildings for us to use to purchase, you know, the use keys to purchase. I mean, it's all stock items we're going to be buying at this point. And most of us who have been playing a while have all the stock items that we want. We're really waiting for new content, updates that keep us intrigued with the game. Because right now, I mean, they've pretty much just destroyed the game. At the rate they're going to lose a lot of people. You know? Comment down below, what do you think about the game so far? What do you want to change about it? Are you happy with it? Are you unhappy with it? You know, what? Just put your opinion out there. I know that SimCity watches these videos. I know that they look at the comments section. I'm not an idiot. They're also on my Twitter. So there's no way that they don't see this stuff. So you guys have to speak up if you want something to change.